Brave New World, written by Aldous Huxley in 1932, is a visionary and unsettling dystopian novel that explores the dangers of technological advancement, state control, and the loss of individual identity. Unlike other dystopias rooted in oppression through fear, Brave New World presents a society pacified by pleasure, conditioned happiness, and mass conformity. Its disturbing brilliance lies in showing a world where people don't rebel, not because they crushed by force, but because they've been trained never to want freedom in the first place. Set in the year 632. After Ford, a calendar marking time since the rise of industrialism symbolized by Henry Ford, the novel imagines a highly efficient global society governed by the world state. In this society, natural reproduction is obsolete. Humans are artificially grown and biologically engineered in hatcheries, where they are divided into rigid castes, from the intelligent and privileged alphas to the mindless, laboring epsilons. Each individual is conditioned from infancy through sleep learning, hypnopedia, to embrace their role without question, ensuring social stability and economic efficiency. Individuality is a threat, and so is emotion, art, literature, and religion, anything that might spark deep thinking or desire. To maintain harmony, the state offers soma, a euphoric, side-effect-free drug that numbs discomfort and eliminates unhappiness. Instead of confronting grief, doubt, or purpose, citizens simply take a pill, have casual sex, or attend mass entertainment events like feelies, films enhanced with physical sensations. In this world, freedom has been replaced with comfort, and critical thought has been traded for superficial pleasure. The story follows Bernard Marx, an alpha who feels out of place in this supposedly perfect world. He's smaller and more introspective than his peers, and he secretly resents the mindless conformity around him. Alongside Lenina Crown, a beta woman conditioned for shallow pleasure and routine, Bernard visits a savage reservation in New Mexico, a place where people still live in traditional ways, aging naturally, forming families, experiencing pain, and practicing religion. There, they encounter John, known as the Savage, the biological son of two world state citizens who was born and raised outside the system. John has been educated through the works of Shakespeare, and his worldview is shaped by concepts of love, honor, suffering, and spiritual meaning, alien to the world state. When Bernard brings John back to London, he becomes a sensational curiosity. The media treats him like a celebrity, but John is horrified by the shallow, soulless lives people lead. John A.'s clash with the modern world exposes the novel S' central conflict, the struggle between authentic humanity and synthetic happiness. He falls in love with Lenina, but her conditioned promiscuity repulses him. When his mother, Linda, dies in a soma-induced haze, John is devastated, not just by her death but by the sterile indifference of the people around him. In one of the novel's most powerful scenes, John confronts Mustafa Mond, one of the world controllers, who calmly explains why the world state chose stability over truth, comfort over freedom, and control over chaos. Mond defends censorship, the elimination of art, and the suppression of individuality as necessary sacrifices for peace and order. When John protests, demanding the right to be unhappy, Mond replies, "You're claiming the right to be unhappy." To which John answers, "I claim them all." Unable to reconcile his ideals with the world he's been thrust into, John isolates himself in a lighthouse, seeking redemption through solitude, fasting, and self-punishment. But the media hounds him. Crowds gather to watch, and his suffering is turned into entertainment. In the end, overwhelmed by the voyeurism and the impossibility of escape, John takes his own life, his death a tragic symbol of a world where true humanity has no place. Brave New World is not merely a warning about oppressive government, it is a profound meditation on the price of comfort and the insidious nature of control. Huxley foresaw a future where people would be enslaved not by what they fear, but by what they love. In a society where every desire is instantly gratified, where pain and struggle are eliminated, people lose their depth, their creativity, their spirit. The book asks, is a painless life worth living if it costs you your soul? Even today, Huxley's vision feels unsettlingly relevant. The themes of mass distraction, pharmaceutical control, consumer culture, and emotional numbing through entertainment mirror many aspects of contemporary life. Brave New World invites readers to question whether we slowly trading our humanity for convenience and losing the ability to feel deeply or think freely. If you've never read Brave New World, or if you're revisiting it with fresh eyes, now is the perfect time to explore this prophetic novel. There's a link in the description where you can get the book at a special price. Don T. missed the chance to own a story that dares to ask. In our pursuit of happiness, what are we willing to sacrifice? And is it worth the cost?